I know. I've heard many good things about it, but I'm not going back into that. Just roll, damn it.
I did! Jesus.
Oh, you got a 30. Okay, increase your health by 3.
I did.
Yeah. Look at that.
Guys, I'm now at a whopping 10 maximum hit points.
20 maximum hit points.
Oh yeah, that. Sorry.
Alright. So, welcome back. Previously on the Knook and Cranny Incorporated. I'll start. Huh?
Xeon went away.
You just started?
Oh, it's fine. It's fine. He'll. It's mainly for Kaz and Ninja. Well, since you pretty much, I'm pretty sure you remember what happened. Yeah, we just started. So
like honestly, we're only like 30 minutes late. It's not like it matters.
Yeah.
We're not even late. We were all here on time.
Yeah, I know.
Yes.
I know. It's just a bunch of like technical issues. That's why I was like, it's fine. So
Okay.
so after a long quest of getting into the island, the prison that's standing on an island, being governed by a water elemental. You guys traversed inside dressed up as guards, looking for a man named Richard, a half human, half bunny, or a humanoid bunny. To complete a task for Nisara, the Thieves Guild leader.
What's that?
Want to take Bella out to the field? Let her run around a bit?
No. You can take her out outside.
I'll wait. Alright. And then after which, after finding so many dead ends and a bunch of an elf woman pointed you guys in the right direction, and also led some guards astray as under the sea, a Khajiit that you guys have seen before, who has beaten you guys senselessly, or his ogre friend beat you guys senselessly, came and was looking for his ogre, for his ogre was imprisoned. So you guys managed to split up, with Aldor and Under the Sea going towards Rug, the ogre, and the rest of you guys going to Richard. Long story short, they got Rug, you guys came back, and you guys dealt with Richard in questionable ways. But in the end, you could not make it look like a suicide, so you lost the 300 bounty off that, but you guys still managed to gain the 500. But after Richard's death, the water elemental showed up, and Plague, you showed the water elemental Richard's arm. And the water elemental seemed a bit confused, but at the same time, she believed that you guys were guards, so she let you guys pass. After which, there was a large boom in the lobby, where you guys realized that Sir Lyceum, a goblin who owns Mirai, came to pick her up as the 2 hours were up. Plague managed to talk himself out of it, and then you guys got home, and when push came to when you guys got the money, Kaz and Plague were in a feud to see who gets what. So Aldor split the pot as he saw fit. I believe it's in the chat. I think. No. Nope. Nope, it's not in the chat. Okay. So it's not in the chat, but Kaz, the money you got, I believe, 100 gold piece.
I have it.
You have it? Okay, how much?
It was 100 to Kaz. 75 to Ninja.
What the fuck?
And 25 plus 18 to Plague.
So 40, 43.
50 plus 18, so that's 68.
Yeah, alright. Just make it easy. And the rest was to you. Yeah.
And I went and bought a fancy knot Frostmourne.
Yes. So while Plague and Aldor did their own little shopping spree, Kaz, being as angry as you were, you needed to get your beak fixed. You wanted to get it back on your face. So you went back to your church of Zyzel, and the members there didn't actually know what to do. They've never seen this happen before, being forced off. Never honestly happened. And then you explained to them. you explain to them that after it was ripped off, you keep hearing these screams, and you don't quite understand them. But it was mainly muted as you were yelling at Plague. But now having a nice walk by yourself, it was weird. And so they requested that you go into the pool of blood once more. You went down there to try to speak to Zyzel, but Zyzel took his damn time to come see you. He seems a bit distressed or concerned about you in a way. He has told you that since the beak was ripped off, all the souls that you have taken once you took on the beak is stuck within you, and you need to do a quest to get the souls out before you can replace the beak. And
That's what we're doing.
you have no you don't have an idea how to do it, but that's what he's told you. Ninja.
You're fucked, bro.
Yeah. Ninja, on the other hand.
Pick a lot of people, though.
Yeah, he did. Ninja, on the other hand, after getting your money, you're like, okay, I'm taking a rest. You went to sleep, you woke up, and once more, memory has broken some vials and vases, and
From where?
yep, and for some odd reason was also messing with your cloak of invisibility, and your cloak seems to be damaged now. You got mad at memory. You yelled at him, and he, was pretty devastated about it. But you love him in the end.
Yeah.
On a different note, Aldor and Plague. After doing your little shopping spree, you guys, I forgot exactly what you guys did. I know one of your reasons. Oh, you guys wanted to see the king and talk to him for some reason. I forget, but you guys are being tailed by guards. You guys are kind of confused. Why are they tailing us? And then you realize when you're in the red light district, there's like a huge circle around you guys. Like no one wanted to get near you guys whatsoever. And then when these guards came up to you, Plague, you decided to duck out and hide successfully, while Aldor led them away.
Yeah, I told him to.
Yeah. So, Aldor, using some of his charisma, told him that he was going to go see Sir Lyceum, as there's payment in order, and the guards led you there, or so you believed. You appeared in front of the king of this demonic world, and he has told you several things about he also has blah 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 words. Alvin, speak.
He also has words, Alvin speak.
Yeah,
I like it.
yeah. So he's told you several things. He seems to be familiar with your god. You told him about your friends, and he questioned it, and you promised that you would not get them in trouble, so you would not speak of them. Afterwards, you realized someone else was coming into the room, and it was Miss Mirai, the woman who seemed to be attached to Plague for some odd reason, has walked in, being summoned by the king. And you guys shared a glance with one another, and was pretty apparent that you guys knew one another. After which she came up with the lie that that Aldor and his friends were a undercover bodyguard for her at the prison, and that he was gonna get paid once he reached the Lyceum house. After which the king pointed, not pointed out. Yeah, who the hell's messing with our mic?
It's fucking Aldor.
Who's snorting their
I'm
mic?
sorry.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, so after that, the king asked Mirai if she that he's been hearing that she's been feeling like a tug or a pull, and she, fearful of lying to the king, said yes, and he told her to point him out to them, and then she pointed in a direction. They walked in that direction, and they found Plague, who was hiding underneath the stairs. After which, guards surrounded him as he tried to flee and pulled him into the room. And then they spoke about a way home. Plague would have to kill Mirai in order to go home, as Mirai is his demonic opposite. And only by killing her and absorbing her powers will he be allowed to go back home. And Plague did not want this. He did not want this. He said he promised to find another way. And the king, being a king, said, "No problem. I gave you options and you chose not to accept it. Who am I to stop you from doing so?" And at that point, he's also
Fucking keen, that's who.
yeah, he also let you guys free from killing Hava, the red light, the woman in the red light district. As he said that her life was going to come to an end sooner or later, and what she has done was wrong, and you guys were only trying to save a life, Mirai's life. So no harm, no foul. And after that, you guys left. Mirai sprinted out, crying a bit, and you guys followed. And then she ran up to the Noble District fountain. After which, you guys wondered what's wrong with her, and then she pulled out once more her blood katana and held it to her throat. At this point, Aldor and Plague both freaked the fuck out and tried to protect her, and she exclaimed that she's the reason why Plague is still here. She's the only reason, or she's the only way for Plague to get back home and kill Gilmore, something that he's been meaning to do for several times. So she explained once more, "Why don't you just kill me so you can do this?" And then Plague responded with, "Because I want you to be there." And she just pretty much bawled, and you guys hugged it out and returned to her home and returned back to the Iron Maiden, where you see the rest of your group members. Now we're back.
Well, how did everyone sleep?
Terribly. I haven't been sleeping well at all.
Wait, what
Waking
happened
up
to
in
your
fucking
problem,
glass.
Joe? Oh.
Like-
How? What?
Does Aldor sound quiet to you guys?
Hello?
Who's
Oh, there you go.
Aldor?
I don't even hear him.
There we go.
Who's
Okay.
Aldo? Hello?
Okay. Aldor comes running from the other side of the bar.
How'd you sleep?
How come you're waking up in glass?
I don't fucking know. Dragon, man. I swear.
Where did that thing even come from?
What, my dragon? It's not a dragon. What do you mean, where the fuck did it come from? Came from
Where
me.
the fuck did it come from? You didn't have it when we came here.
I feel like we covered this already. It's mine. It's my pet. He's my familiar. I love him more than I love you.
You don't love me.
Well, then it's not hard for me to love him more than I love you, is it?
He has a very good point.
So,
I mean, literally, he is causing me to wake up in glass every day. He tore my invisibility cloak, and I still love him more than I love you. So,
oh. Well, then again, I did push you into a lake.
yeah, and you know, you also brought us to this, you know, random ass world in the middle of nowhere that's surrounded in darkness constantly, and you know, abandoned us off of our regular quest, tried to commit suicide, chased off a former member of our group. You know,
As I
there's
look
a
over
lot
the
of
Plague and I start conversing with him.
Hello, Aldor.
Okay, so we've established there is a way for you to get back, but not for everyone to go back. How exactly did you arrive here, Plague?
Well, me and this old man, we were tasked to bring luxuries to my former master, who was held in captivity in my hometown. He was not too keen on my presence, or of
The old man or your master?
my master. Yes, my master.
Okay.
The old man was a very nice and helpful man, and I hope he didn't get obliterated by my master after I left. But yes, my master was not too keen on me, and then next thing I know, in a shroud of magic, I just appeared here.
I'd like to use this opportunity to take an Arcana check to figure out what that could have been.
Okay.
11.
You do know that some people are able to shift from plane to plane, but you don't exactly know how it works, especially in this world.
But I have the knowledge that I know.
Yeah.
So, if it was your master that sent you, there could be someone here, somewhere on this plane that could send us back.
Perhaps. It's not impossible.
I come back from the dead, nothing's impossible.
This is true.
Yeah, a death that he tried to cause. Committed
I'm
suicide,
sorry, okay?
Taking us off the corner.
Those were
Onyx or
very hard
Dungeon.
times.
Is Kaz here with us?
Yeah.
Abandoned us and
Yeah, Kaz
Yeah,
is.
go there.
So,
Kaz,
you're...
I was under the impression that you were going to go to your church to fix your Birdman status.
So we already it was displayed in the prologue there that I had already done so.
Okay.
Immersion, please.
Yeah.
Literally
So our
Deadpool.
characters
Were you not listening to the narrator?
Yeah, come on.
No one listens to the DM.
Seriously.
So, you know what? If you can't get it reattached, how about we could at least put a strap on it for you, don't you think?
That, I mean, I would rather just wait till I can just put it on and have it stay on.
No,
no, no,
Taylor,
no.
we can
Oh,
just
wait.
Come
sew
on.
it to your face.
Let's go
wait,
visit
let me-
your
let-
goblin friend.
Wait, let me ask the DM real quick. DM, if I'm able, if we do this, would I be able to use the powers of it, or would
No.
it just not work?
No.
Okay, then yeah, I'm just gonna
Linda.
not.
Pick up.
Ugh.
Yeah. No,
More
it has.
complications.
So
It
at
has to
first,
be, yeah.
yeah, at first, you didn't realize this, but when you put on the mask, it just stuck on, and it was still feeling pretty loose, but it didn't need any straps to be held on. And after a while, you didn't notice this as
Can you
well,
tell
but it
that-
started melding into your skin.
Can you tell him I'll meet him by the Torah?
Okay.
Roundabout?
Yeah.
it's
So yeah,
already
you would know for a fact you needed to put that. You need Zizal's blessing to
Yeah.
No, come on, I insist. Let's go visit your goblin friends.
Oh yes, you guys did have a couple of quests about that. Either stealing from the king, or getting the goblin of we fix your stuff to pay up. And also, Plague, you have plot to kill the king eventually.
Yes, eventually. He will.
Do I have proficiency in goblin torture?
Jeez.
No.
No.
Torture our goblins, then.
I mean, it's not too hard to torture a goblin, but whatever.
Anyways, come on, let's go visit your friends.
I hope we don't do what Aldor says just once, you know? I'm sure life will turn out so much better.
I'm sure there's. I'm
All
sure
right,
there's
then
something
you lead
more.
the way, Ninja. What is our plan, of course? We have no way to get home. I'm pretty sure Plague has a way. No, Kaz has a way to reattach his mask, and Plague, you don't know what you're doing.
At this point, I can go home at any time if I choose.
If you choose
Yes,
to.
but we know you won't.
Oh, that sounds pretty cocky.
Okay, you copy. What are we doing?
So what's our plan of action, Ninja?
Well, I don't think sewing his mask back onto his face is gonna work.
I said attaching a leather strap so he could at least still wear it.
As far as I understand it, his face is still wounded. I don't think you should be putting anything metal back on it until that heals. Like, I mean, I'm no cleric, but you know, I would assume that you wouldn't want to do that.
Okay, so we're not going to repair his mask at this moment through conventional means. So, what shall we do today?
I don't don't know. I just don't want to do what you say.
Guidance, please. Guidance. Guidance.
Do you cast guidance? Do you have guidance?
No, what?
I was gonna say.
I'm subtly asking the DM to cattle prod us. In the right
God, what shall we do?
Okay, so
Let's just all
I'll just tell you things that you know. So you know about the 2 quests that Nisara has offered you guys to steal from the king something of value. It seems to be a pendant that he seems to be looking at. The We Fix Your Stuff, they've been holding out money from Thieves Guild. The Thieves Guild have been sending people out to the commons and more or less ripping up their clothing so that they can go to We Fix Your Stuff and fix it for them. And yeah, the goblins have been saying that they've been having no business whatsoever.
Lying ass bitches.
Otherwise,
Oh, so they're pretty much just like running a Ponzi scheme and taking.
yeah, pretty much.
Goblin.
So you have that. Before all this happened, you guys did plan to leave and venture out into the outer world of this realm. You also know that Bofar, the orc blacksmith, is also looking for information to get you guys back home so that he could come with you guys.
He's looking for information for us?
Yeah. He just doesn't know how to contact you guys, but you guys know, or at least Aldor knows where he lives.
Okay,
Okay,
well, I
Let's
don't
go
know
strong arm. We fix your stuff.
about the goblin because I would never have been in the Thieves Guild, and I don't think you guys ever told me about that. So
Yeah. Also, you guys would know that the goblins are fucking cheap as fuck because when you guys asked for change for gold, they said they didn't have any. When you know damn straight, last time you guys were here, you guys gave them some silver.
Oh yeah, we did. Those rat bastards. Let's go. We're going to We Fix Your Stuff.
So anyways, my advice is I think we should just head out and just leave the town and go on
No,
our
wait,
merry way.
we're gonna go to the-
Nobody feels like telling me anything.
I believe we should at least acquire some sort of sense of direction on where we are heading before we head out.
I agree.
Last time was sudden plans and then a panic. But
Are
we've
we
been
looking to,
forgetting
like-
of that.
Are we looking to leave the city, or are we looking? What are we looking?
Okay, so we need
We're looking to
information
go back
on
home.
how to get back to the plane that Ky-Rimus is on. Once we have that information, we execute that plan.
I thought it was Ky-Rimus.
Until then, let's go strong arm these goblins into submission.
What do we?
Easy.
If they, I mean, it's not our money. Why should we bother the goblins?
Because we get paid.
What are we getting paid?
Nisara didn't specify.
What
We get paid.
goblins?
So.
Or what we could do is we could get the money that is owed, and then we can just keep it, and then we can leave.
Okay, so how do you suggest we go about getting the money? We just beat up some goblins? I don't think
Well, we don't have
that's a
to
good
beat them up. If we just like draw our swords and just kill maybe one of them, then they'll probably.
Have you?
Jesus fucking Christ.
See,
have
now
you
Plague is
actually-
proficient in goblin torture.
Oh my god.
Have you
Okay,
actually?
Mimring. At least they'll always have you. They don't want to explain what's going on. I don't know. I'll just talk to you. It's okay, Mimring.
You feel sympathy from memory.
Have you actually seen that place, Plague? It works like clockwork. We kill one of those goblins, it gets thrown all out of rhythm.
Well, that
Just,
is
like,
true.
sitting here, just like stroking Mimring's head and just
Yeah,
scratching
don't
it.
mind Ninja. He's just petting his dragon.
Come, let's go to We Fix Your Stuff. We'll figure it out when we get there.
Yes, let's go.
Ninja, come on. Let's go. Maybe they can
Fuck
fix
you
your cloak.
guys. I tag
Wait, what happened to
along.
his cloak?
A fucking dragon tore it. Were you not listening to the pro?
So it's funny because that was the only part of the prologue I just didn't hear.
Oh, that's good. That was good. All right. So you guys waltz on over to We Fix Your Stuff. You guys walk in, and once more, it's very chaotic in here, but everything seems to be working like clockwork, like Aldor says. As a hammer flies from one side of the room, nails flies to the other, sewing kits, everything just keeps flying, but everything seems to be working properly.
No, those are the
Once
goblins. Yeah.
Once more, a goblin with white long hair comes up to you, looks very old, and says, "Noble Birdman, welcome back!"
I greet him in his natural language,
Mhm.
native tongue.
Mhm. Takes a nice bow towards you.
All right, guys, what do you want to do?
I whisper
So-
in Kaz's ear. They owe us money.
Do they really? What?
Not us,
They
but
owe
the
the
Thieves
Sara
Guild.
money.
And I represent the Thieves Guild. So they owe me money.
In Goblin, I let the man know that my friend here believes that they owe him and his guild some money.
And then the goblin would reply with, "Ooh, we have no money.
They're broke, my dude.
No good business."
Even though we business,
Yeah, only you.
our noble Birdman has been business.
Only Birdman.
No.
We have reason to believe that you are lying through your fucking teeth, and you will give us the money that you owe to the Thieves Guild, or we will destroy your outlet.
I also let
take
him
a
know
step
that
back.
we is a loose term.
Goblin feels threatened. Birdman, tell friend be nice.
I don't think you should be mean to these guys, but dude, look how sad they are.
So you will tell us how much money you owe to the Thieves Guild, and I'll know you're lying. Because if you're lying, things will get very bad. Not for you, but for all of your friends. And then you.
Roll a intimidation check.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And then he walks into the back room. Come.
Okay, we follow.
We
him.
follow.
All right, just making sure. He leads you guys downstairs into the basement. Down here you see a bunch of clothing. Right before you guys saw a closet full of clothing that seems to be forgotten by some of their customers. But down here you see like stacks and stacks of piles of clothing, and
Anything good?
mainly clothing. But if you want to make an investigation check, that's another thing. But you're also trespassing in a sense. Just keep that in mind.
I'm trespassing by rolling the investigation, or I'm trespassing if I take something.
You'll be stealing in a sense if you take something.
Okay.
Yeah.
Investigation. Plus 2.
Okay. Looking under some of the clothing that you see, you do see some shiny stuff. You don't exactly know what they are, but it is kind of shiny. After which, Gublik then starts pulling some of the clothing off the piles, and you see mountains and mountains of gold and silver.
Oh my god. I go up to Aldor and I whisper in his ear, if we just take all of this gold, we'd be rich.
And then Gublik would turn around with a small handful of gold and silver, says, Here you go, take. You leave, you be nice.
Is this how much is this? Is this how much you owe?
Yes.
Did you count it? It looks like you just picked it up.
At this point, you know what?
I lean down, and in Goblin I say that he needs to pay the full amount and probably then some, because the friends of my shady friend here will be back, and they will take everything from you if they're not satisfied with the amount that you give them. So you're probably gonna have to give them what you owe and then a little bit extra. This is coming from me trying to help you out. Trying to keep your business afloat.
Make a persuasion. +0.
Oh, fuck. Alright, here we go.
Not
Nice.
bad.
And he says in Goblin, Birdman, nice, Gooblik.
Yes.
And then he walks to a door that seems to be leading to the back, walks outside, comes back with a wheelbarrow, and starts stuffing it with gold and silver. And the whole time he is crying.
Yes, yes, brother.
We might need an alternate route to the guild at this point.
I'm gonna step in here and say you guys are kind of being fucked up.
What?
They owe money. They've been lying to their customers.
And
They're scheming.
that is true. But I doubt if you take all the money that they owe to their customers that it's gonna get to their customers. It's just gonna go straight to the Thieves Guild.
No, the
That, yeah.
so first off,
They owe the Thieves Guild money.
yeah, they owe the main thing is that they owe the Thieves Guild money. As far as I know from the players,
What's
is it?
that, Connie?
Do
What?
they owe them a wheelbarrow full of money?
Yes,
We
they
actually.
because they only specified for the Thieves Guild. They never, you guys never said anything about the customers.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I just told them they probably want some extra stuff too.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, again, like, I don't know what's going on. Nobody still has told me anything. All I see is that they're bullying these poor things into giving them a
Yes.
wheelbarrow
Okay.
full of gold.
So
guys are kinda fucked.
Zeon's bullying him. I'm actually just communicating with him because I speak his language. and they don't.
I turned to Ninja, and after his inquiry, I explained to him that they are scheming, and they have knowingly entered into a scheme with the Thieves Guild, and now they have to pay up because the Thieves Guild needs their end of the deal that they have neglected to give to them.
Okay.
And then at this point,
What if we throw clothes over the wheelbarrow?
Yeah, that's what I
Cover
was
up all that money.
We're gonna get raped.
sure, you pay for clothes.
Wait.
Like he's asking, are you gonna pay for the
I reach
clothes? You
wheelbarrow and I toss him.
No. Hold on.
He-
Stop.
okay.
We have clothes of our own that we're not wearing. We should probably...
We bring back. We bring back.
Okay, you come back for the second half. After as this wheelbarrow stands, it's about 4 feet of just piles of gold and silver.
Fucking fuck. That's heavy. That's probably heavy as shit.
How much can Mage Hand lift?
10 pounds.
I say we send Plague to the Thieves Guild to let them know that we got payment.
Do you understand how heavy that is? Like my jar of fucking coins that Aaron brought in probably weighed about 20 pounds. This is a small baby jar.
Not even gold.
Yeah, not even. Well, actually, gold is like the lightest metal, isn't it?
I thought it was.
Heaviest.
Yes.
One of the heaviest.
Yeah.
Oh fuck.
It's very heavy.
Oh.
Fool's gold maybe be one of the lightest.
Oh, it's the softest metal though, right? One of them.
Gold is fairly soft.
Yeah. It peels pretty easy.
So I say we send Plague to the guild to let them know that we got the money from we fixed your stuff, but we didn't realize how much it was, so we need assistance transporting it.
Okay.
Alright.
I take my leave and then I go to the Thieves Guild.
All right. At this point, Aldor, you feel something in your chest, and like almost like a hand gripping your heart, and it's making you a little bit uncomfortable.
I try to hide it as best as possible.
Okay, make a performance check.
Oh boy.
Performance
Plus
three.
3. Yeah.
Oh.
Jesus Christ.
Let's see. Kaz is there. Ninja's there. All right, so you guys with your passive perception, you guys will both see that Aldor like flinches a bit.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
You sure? You got something going on there?
Hold on. Yeah, I'll tell you guys about it later.
Okay.
All right, man. Don't let it build up too much.
Okay.
I'll keep it in check.
Don't die on this.
Yeah, fuck. Just like.
So, Plague, you make your way back to the Thieves Guild. You knock on the door. The man opens it up and says, "Welcome back.
Yep.
Keep your daggers at your side."
Yes.
And you walk in.
I immediately go to where Nasara is.
Okay, you go to Nisara and she's looking at you and she's like, "Plague, huh? What are you doing back here?
Hey.
I thought you were
Yeah.
dealing something with the Mirai."
Yes. So I have a lot of stuff going on. Anyways, we have reached the Goblin workshop, and how much did they owe you? So we've secured payment, but it's a lot of money. I'm not sure if we can transport this safely through the streets. It would actually take multiple trips.
Oh,
They
oh,
have
here.
included a wheelbarrow.
Here, then let me give you something for that. And then she opens a desk and she pulls out a small bag, roughly the size of your hand.
A bag of holding.
Mm-hmm. I expect this to come back to me.
Yes. Yes.
What exactly is this? The significance of this bag?
This is a bag of holding. I've made a deal with a fey creature to more or less rent out their plane of existence. So within this bag is their plane. So whatever I put in there stays there until I think otherwise.
So you have captured an entire plane of existence in this baggie?
No, I am renting land.
It's
Oh,
like it's like how I rent my house from 88 Burger, but
Okay,
it's
I
like
get it.
if my house was contained in like in a bag.
Stop.
Yeah,
Stop asking about the magic of the bag. Just take it.
just take it.
I take it and I'm like, do you have any more of these?
You only need that one.
Well, yes, I need this one for now, but like after we're done, like transporting the gold, like it would be good if we both had one, right?
No.
I'll bring back what the payment, yes.
Yes.
And then I'd take my leave. I'm like, bye.
Always making things awkward. Alright.
And then I make my way back.
So you make your way back. Aldor is standing strong at this point. But yeah. Plague comes back and he has a small bag in his hand.
What is that?
Where's
Here.
the Thieves Guild?
Okay, so they didn't send anyone. They gave me this. This, and I immediately just like, I take it like over my head and I just try to dumpster it on top of Kaz.
You-
Like a hat almost, except I just like pull it down.
Please tell me I'm absorbed into the ultimate dimension.
No, again, it's the size of one single hand. So you try to get it over, but it looks just like a beanie at this point.
Yes, they have brought me a sensible fashion item for you, Kaz.
As I take the bag down, and I'd like to make a check on to identify it since he never told us.
Okay, go for it.
10.
It ain't a beanie.
So I can at least sense some magical property to it.
Nope.
Oh.
You look inside and it's just black, like it's empty.
I'm like, I'm like,
What is this plague?
I'm like, here, I'll show you. And I look over to the pseudo dragon that happens to be near Ninja.
I wouldn't go.
Don't you
I would,
fucking
yeah, I would.
dare.
If I were you.
Living things cannot survive inside the bag.
On a side
My
note.
character doesn't know that.
Yeah, so he doesn't.
I take a step towards the gold and I start just shoveling it, what's in the wheelbarrow, and I just start shoveling it inside of the bag.
Alright, you guys notice that the gold is falling into the bag, but the bag is not getting any bigger.
Holy shit.
And you guys
Okay, I'll go and assist.
you guys look at Gooblik and he is frowning beyond compare, just going
I give him a little head pat.
shiny.
Oh,
Everything's gonna be daijoubu.
You fucking weeb.
I noticed that he's crying, but I just pay no mind.
You're
I
fucked.
go and help
You're
Plague
fucked.
shovel the gold into the bag of holding.
Okay. In about like 5 minutes or so, you guys get it all shoveled in.
And that was only the first half.
Yep. And then Gooblik cries even more.
Is it big enough? Is the thing big enough to take both halves in one go?
Yes.
Yes.
Marco.
Well,
Yes.
we need,
Yes, Kaz.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
we need to tell him that then. 'Cause
Okay.
We need the rest of the money.
Yes.
I don't want to have
He
to come back.
understands.
Okay.
And then he walks over back to the pile of gold and starts taking handfuls and just slowly pouring it into the bag. Comes back, slowly pours it again, and it takes roughly about 30 minutes. But at this point, there's about an inch of gold on the floor, in about like a 3-foot radius.
Okay, I believe that's enough.
Thank you for your cooperation.
Leave.
Yes, we leave now.
Okay, wait.
Oh.
Yeah, as soon as you guys walk up the stairs, you guys do hear bawling.
Oh.
And then
I feel bad, yet.
yep. And then the other goblins who are up top are looking at you, very confused.
I feel bad, yet I show no remorse.
And then you guys walk out.
Yeah, and we make our way to the guild.
Okay. You guys make your way to the guild, and you give the bag to Nisara,
Yes. That's
Right.
exactly what I do.
and then
Yes.
and
I
then
leave my weapons at the door first.
oh yeah, I figured most of you guys would except for Plague.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or Ninja, are you going in or no?
Meanwhile, I'm just standing outside because I'm never allowed in, apparently.
If you don't want to leave your weapons, yeah.
No, I don't want to leave my weapons. Fuck these guys. I hate them.
Jeez.
Please.
So you give the bag to Nisara, right? And then Nisara goes, "Hold on, I gotta start counting this now." and she
Oh,
sticks her hand in, pulls out a handful of gold, sticks her
I
hand.
sit on the ground and I'm just like, well, this is going to be here a while.
And then she stops at this point. It's only about like a foot, a pile of a foot, pretty much. And she's like, they only owed me this much. Reaches in. And she just keeps pouring out more and more. She goes, you know what?
You might want another room for all of that.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh.
yes. So we had made an arrangement with these goblins. You see, they've been pillaged recently, and they require protection. So some of that is for you, but the rest of it is for us as payment for our protection.
Yeah, make a deception check. Because you just lied there.
I did.
Yeah. They haven't been pillaged. Well, I mean, now that you guys done it, but you're saying it's someone else, so go ahead and roll. +2 to deception.
Yeah, no.
Plague. Plague. I know how you act around me, and I know when you're trying to get more than you actually are worth. But since you did get me this much money, I can invest most of it to get you your own bag.
But
I'll take it.
how long would it take for this bag to procure?
It depends on my magician. Sometimes he's a bit iffy.
Now, see,
Excuse me, you have your own magician?
Yeah. Thieves Guild has branches from fighters to mages to rogues.
Excuse me, ma'am. I have a question. How much would you say one of those magic bags is worth?
Alone?
Yeah, just by itself.
I'd say it goes good for like maybe 600 or 700.
So is that equal to
no
2 wheelbarrows?
The rest is staying with us.
But why?
How about you make us another bag and you can have the and we keep the one with the gold and you can have the second bag.
Stop.
We need to get paid, my dude.
I know, that's what I'm saying. I want that gold.
Look, I went above and beyond for this guild. I deserve something here.
You know, it's not too hard to trick goblins. So you probably talked him into giving us this much. So technically, all this gold does belong to us.
Is that?
She has a point. Now stop arguing 1 second and let me get my damn question in.
Okay.
So, what was this? Gilmore. He was the one that sent Plague here.
Yeah.
Do you have anybody else that you know of that could send us back?
So the thing with Gilmore was that he wanted to be expert in magic. Doesn't really want to steal too much, but just wanted to know more of the knowledge of magic. And once the more he learned, the better it was for us, because he can do this, he can do that, and do amazing things. It was beautiful, just beautiful.
So he was self-taught rather than he found someone else.
I honestly don't know, but he did learn at a quite an accelerating rate. Afterwards, he stole our gold, killed 6 of our members, and disappeared.
That doesn't leave much information, though.
Well, if he teleported from here to there, he did something. I don't honestly know what he did. I'm not a magic adept myself.
Well, thank you anyways. Okay, you guys can talk again.
So much does this job pay?
The fact that you originally, I was only gonna give you about like 25 gold pieces, cause they didn't they didn't owe us too much, but you went and got all of this. That's why I'm saying I'm willing to get you one of your own little bags like this.
Okay, so let me ask a question.
Just take
Right.
the bag.
You send us on this mission to retrieve your money, yet you don't tell us how much you actually need back.
Well,
We bring you
actually,
more than what is needed.
actually, since you weren't here, I offered these missions to you guys. You guys were supposed to come back to me, which I would have gave you guys my answers.
Jesus Christ!
But you guys went out your own way and just did it. So you guys saved me my breath, if anything.
Just
Give me the fucking
consider
bag.
just consider our own bag enough payment. It's already a multiplier.
I like this man.
This man stands for everything that you stand against.
Not right now he does it.
My buddy.
Okay. Well,
My
we get a bag.
My buddy. It's just one bag. We can't each have our own bag.
As they walk out of the Thieves Guild crying, Ninja, you see nothing but pure disappointment.
For nothing. For a bag.
Okay.
Just consider us having our own bag that can hold at least that much, something of worth.
We had so much, but we could have just ran. We could have just we could have left with everything.
We would have been rich.
We would have been so fucked. The bag itself is worth like 700 gold. Think how much 2 wheelbarrows could have bought.
Ninja, if you're talking, we can't hear you because I see your name light up, but nothing's coming out.
Oh no,
Oh, okay.
I'm just they get no sympathy from me.
Okay.
No.
Okay. You feel from
I'm just out here like stroking my pet dragon, you know, just
Yeah,
like
stroke
left
it.
out as always.
yeah,
so,
you
know.
feel from memory humor. Because it speaks to you only in
Should we take the
emotions.
bag, or should we take the value
I
of
know.
the bag?
I like my dragon. He understands.
So you guys will be getting a bag. It's just not as of right now. So you guys have the rest of the day to still do whatever.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
We was kangs. Yeah, we was kangs.
Wait, they still have the rest of that money back at the we take your stuff.
Then we can't take any more money from them. He was crying. Did you
No.
see him? And now we're crying.
That would be too cruel even for me. Even for a cleric of the death god, that would be really cruel.
Alright.
Rather be dead.
Say, I'm going to go over to the religion district. Anybody want to come with me?
I might as well
Oh.
join you.
I'll go.
Fuck.
Ninja?
Fuck.
Fine.
We can-
Alright.
Okay, so you guys walk
So we
over.
can follow up on your beak, Kaz.
You
We've already
guys-
followed up. Yeah, we'll see what happens.
So you guys walk over to the religion district. Once more, going through the red light. People are staying away from you guys.
Well,
They seem extremely fearful of you guys.
we don't
That's
have
right.
to
You
worry
best
about
back
that.
away.
Shut up. I'd like to go and find my orc friend.
Okay, make a. Are you gonna look or are you gonna ask people?
I went to his workshop. I know where it is.
Yes. So you're gonna stray away from the party then?
Yes.
Okay.
No, tell him where I'm going.
Okay. So Chris, you're over here. And M was the first one I found.
Oh god, no!
It's a Tarrasque, guys. Alright. So yeah, so I'll go with the bigger group first. So what are you guys doing in the religion district?
Kaz, is there anything you need to do here?
No, I was just going with Aldor.
So you guys just want to follow Aldor then?
So they accompany me.
Okay. Okay. Well, that was a waste of time. All right. So you guys walked to this house on the farmland, and you guys had to walk around. But nonetheless, you guys got there. You guys see a really like poor house. Like it seems to be made out of scraps, but everything is holding up against itself. It has a black roof and like a wooden, brown wooden interior. You guys walk inside, and inside is rug, or not rug. Sorry, both. What's the name? Both are. Okay, so
Far.
Bofar was examining the Knook and Cranny symbol once more. Like he seems to be really entranced in it, and then he sees you come in. He's like, "Oh, Aldor, I'm so glad you're back. Did you find any news about getting home?"
Sadly, no. I was hoping that you would, at least. That you would have found anybody that knows about traveling the plains.
Me from the background. We was Kangs.
Goddamn. So I've heard, on another land, across the sea, there lies druids. Now these druids have been known to conjure the power of the elements, possibly teleportation to another part of this realm and maybe into another world.
That sounds quite promising.
I don't know for sure exactly where they are, but I know which island they reside on.
I don't know where they are, but I know where they are.
I don't know exactly where they are, but I know which island they live on.
That's just like it's like saying, oh, I don't know what state he's in, but he lives in America, so that
Yeah.
close it up.
Yeah.
What?
Okay. We don't have a map of this plane, do we?
We have maps?
You happen to have a map?
No,
You that?
I
No.
do not.
Okay. Do you know of any map makers in the city?
I honestly do not. We normally use the clouds, since they seem to be flowing towards one location. We use that as a pinpoint. That's our north, in a sense.
Alright. So, why don't we step outside and you can show us which way or which island. Yeah, tell us how to get there, or which island.
Okay. So, looking, the clouds are flowing this way. Alright, towards that tree that you guys came out of. And this island that he speaks of is over here.
It's over there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this is the world map. That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I think we should be able to figure it out then. I'm sure somebody at the ports might go there.
Indeed.
Thank you for the information. We will return post haste if we figure out how to get home from there.
I will assume so. How's that armor holding up for you?
Like you said, it's not the best, but it makes do.
Gets the job done.
Well then, we shall take our leave then.
Alright, so you guys walk out.
Yep.
Yep, and you guys gonna go to the docking district now?
We do not have the bag of holding yet, so no.
So what are you guys gonna do to pass time?
Maybe I'll go visit Mirai?
You can.
Boy, that should be. We should be in for a surprise.
You have the king's mission to steal something from him if you want to try to do that too.
I think the king. If we just piss off the king one more time, he'll just kill us. Or we could just kill him.
Say, Plague, if you're gonna visit Lyceum, why don't you take Ninja with you? That way she'll be as far away from me as possible.
Oh, fuck you. I haven't, totally saved your life, 5 times already in this one.
Wait. I'm confused.
We're
Right.
telling you to go visit Mirai and take Ninja with you.
Okay.
Fine, but if you die, it's on you, as always.
Alright.
All right. So Aldor, and Kaz, what are you guys gonna be doing to pass time while they're doing that?
Guess
Hey,
so.
guys, why don't we try to figure out how to put your mask back on?
Jesus Christ.
Might as
You
well
guys-
just head to the church in that case.
Okay, there we go.
All right. So you head to the church, Church of Zyzel. Once more, you don't actually know what he's tasked you to do exactly. All you have to do is release the souls, but you don't exactly know how to do that.
Okay.
That's all you know.
So
But
ask.
if you want to ask around, yeah.
Release the souls trapped in my face.
What about an exorcism?
I don't know if it works like that.
Going back to the church, you do see that human woman that seems to be more or less a zombie.
You know what? I was just about to ask about her.
Yeah.
That's great. Is she
Yeah,
alone? What are they doing?
She just sits there along a wall, staring at nothing.
Oh.
She stinks, if anything. Like no one's cleaning her.
Oh wait, am I not there?
No, you're with Plague.
Fuck.
Ah.
Whatever.
And then one of the churchmen who was watching over her says, "Please, no, please, you have to give me more time. You promised me you would not take her away."
Go ahead and explain to me a little more about what's going on with her.
She is nothing but a shell of a human. She has nothing inside her, no spirit, no soul.
Ah!
In your mind, you hear your conscience saying, "Hey, put the souls you have inside her."
She's nothing but a catalyst. A catalyst. I don't scream this, of course, but I scream.
Okay, I was gonna say, the man looks at you very worried. But okay.
What are your treatment measures for her so far?
She doesn't need to eat. She doesn't need to drink. She doesn't even need to sleep. So there's really nothing I can do. I am merely looking for a soul and trying to figure out how to put the soul into her. I don't know how to do that.
Never mind then.
If I were to find a soul or two to transfer into her, where is there any kind of text or anything we can read that'll give us a bigger hint as to how to get the souls into her?
I've been reading nothing but the Zyzel books. How Lord Zyzel first started off by consuming souls, but it's consuming souls. It's not necessarily giving souls back. And I'm trying to adapt it to giving his souls, but yeah.
How is there a way to force one to consume us? Well, let me step back. What happens? What would happen if a shell were to consume a soul?
Well, that's the thing. If she finds no need to eat, drink, or sleep, or do anything, she probably has no means to consume anything at all. So, which is why I'm trying to more or less force feed her.
Yes, that's what I was going to ask next.
Yeah, but again, I'm trying, but you have to give me more time, please.
Relax, my friend. I'd like to work with you on this. I want to see her back to her original state as much as you do. Maybe transferring her into the blood was a bit of a hasty idea for me, so I'll retract that statement. Maybe we can work together to find a solution to her problem.
Oh, thank you.
As an idea, what if we work with another one of the churches?
What if we surrender?
It depends on which church.
Yes.
'Cause I was thinking of that as well, but
Zyzel isn't very friendly with the other churches.
this is very true.
Well, Golemon was, to my knowledge, the god of creation. So possibly they have a way to put a soul into a construct or into a shell.
Yes,
which they happen to. to be working on a shell, to my knowledge, to put a soul into.
Yes, I've
wow.
I've already spoke to them, and they will not help Zyzel whatsoever. They feel like Zyzel is the bane of their god's existence.
We're gonna need an outside counterpart other than me or you to kind of be the intermediate here.
Wow, like, you know, ninja? Huh. That's
They're-
weird. Too bad you sent him off on it, or her off.
Her,
Aldor, since you
Her.
don't have, since you're not part of the Death
Corrected
Church,
it.
maybe we can use you.
perhaps that would work. And I'll. Okay, I guess I've been chosen.
Okay, so Plague and Ninja. So you guys made your way to the Noble District. You know exactly where Lyceum family is, and the guards let you in as you were pardoned for your deeds or misdeeds, I guess. Your crimes, pardon of your crimes. And you walk up to the Lyceum house. Yeah, I'm leaving the rest to you. You do whatever you want to do. If you want to go through the front door, windows, knock, kick the door open.
Okay, let's see. Well, Ninja, I know it's your first time here, but I think I'll be taking an ulterior entrance.
Why?
I perform better when people do not know of my presence. As I say, while I walk to the back of the building.
As you skulk away. Do you follow or do you go to the front door, Ninja?
Well, I follow after him.
Okay.
Why are we? What?
It's okay. Okay.
So you go back to the building. You go back to the building that you climbed up on.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'll say since you guys are helping, would you be helping Ninja or no?
Sure.
Okay.
I'll
So,
help Ninja.
okay. So I'll say since you guys are helping each other, you don't need a roll. And since you guys aren't in danger, there's really no need to roll. And you see the window that you climbed through before.
I see. I attempt to climb through it once again, and I told Ninja, you might want to have your cloak ready.
Why?
There are certain events that have transpired recently that we might not want to be seen by the wrong people.
Okay.
Put on the fucking cloak.
Yeah, it's broken. Doesn't work.
No, it works.
God.
It's just
No,
different.
I know,
Yeah.
I know,
Okay.
but like he doesn't know it. So.
Okay. Okay.
I'm like, okay, well, stick to the shadows.
Okay.
Stick to the shadow.
Okay. So, I need both of you guys to roll stealth checks.
Okay.
So you got a +7 Plague, and Ninja has a -1.
This whole fucking thing has just been one big shit show.
Okay. Okay, so you guys creak open the window, and you guys slowly make your way in. Once more, you see a long hallway, 2 doors, left and right. The one on the left is open, and you see a light coming through there. The one on the right is closed, and you know, Plague, you know the one on the right is Lyceum's room.
I see. I go to the one on the left and I try to peer in.
Okay, so you peek in and you see 4 women who seem to be getting dressed.
Nice, very nice, Caesar.
All different hair colors.
Do I recognize any of them?
One of them is orange, but she seems to be hidden behind other women. And then at this point, Ninja, what are you doing?
I'm just like standing behind him, like peering over his shoulder.
Okay,
And then I slap him when I realize what's going on.
so as soon as the slap emits, uh, all four girls look back, and Plague immediately pulls his head back, and they see Ninja, and they all look at you, and they are you new?
Yes.
Oh well, come in, come in.
I just like glare at Plague.
And I just motion him to go inside.
This is a great.
Okay, so you walk in, right? And all these women are almost dressed up, and they notice your dragon. Oh my god, he's so cute! And then you look over in the far distance, you just see Mirai staring at you with, "What the fuck are you doing here, face?"
I just stare back like I don't fucking know.
His eyes just say, "Please help."
So yeah, so they're like petting your dragon and everything. I'm like, oh, did you get your outfit? Oh, here, you can borrow one of mine. And then one of the it's a blue hair girl. She goes in under her bed and pulls out a really tiny dress compared to you. She's like, oh, sorry, there's not enough room for your tail, so you might either have to hide it or you might be showing stuff all the time.
Can I just get my own?
Well, that's what we asked, but apparently you didn't get one, so you could just borrow mine until you get a new one. Well, I mean, Lyceum does not approve of your attire.
Fuck you. Alright, I grab it. Whatever.
You put it on?
No, I don't put it on. I'm just holding it.
We're sorry, Alvin. We're sorry.
Please. Hurry, Lyceum can finish at any minute, and then he'll yell at every one of us if you're not dressed.
Yeah, I keep glancing like at the door, like waiting for fucking.
It's not happening.
Yeah. You hear from memory concern.
I'm just like, no shit, I'm concerned too.
And then you also see Mirai being fully dressed start to walk out towards the door. And then she peeks her head out.
And I wave, hello.
What are you doing here?
I kind of just wanted to see you.
How long have you been here? And she covers herself. Were you watching the whole time?
No. My friend is in a little bit of a predicament. What should we do?
While he's distracted, I guess I put it on.
Okay. With all the other girls helping you, you get it on pretty quickly. And then she's like, I don't honestly know. Just why?
Okay. So I'm gonna be leaving pretty soon, and I don't know if I will be back.
Where?
Wait, are we talking like in the story, or are we talking like actually like?
No, in game.
In game, yes.
Where are you going? Are you going home? Did you find a way? Do you know the way?
Stop! I will show you the way of the devil.
So they were talking about a place, an island nearby that may have someone perhaps that can send us home. But honestly, I really wasn't listening. So, but this is a potentially last time we will see each other.
I will be missing you.
Likewise.
Okay, now how do we get your friend out? And at this point, you hear a large bang, a thud from Lyceum's door, followed by smaller thuds. You leave, so you just walk out the door or the window.
Oh my fucking god.
I go back outside the window.
Okay. And then, okay, so Mirai turns back around. She's like, "All right. So, Lyceum is about to finish up. Let me take her on a tour. I know where everything is." And they're like, "Mirai, you always show everyone where everything is. Why don't we just go together and then we can all clean together like a one happy family?" And then she starts wiping her glass. She's like, "Cause I really want to help her." And let's see if they fall apart. Come on, it's not too hard for all of us to go. Let's just all go. And then they take you on a trip. Around the whole house. You see the bathrooms. Those bathrooms are spotless. You see the kitchen. The kitchen is well stacked and stocked with various foods and water. And you see the main lobby. In the main lobby, there are lines and lines and lines of women waiting for this elven woman at the front desk. And then afterward, they lead you back upstairs, where the door that was closed before is now opened. But back to Aldor and Kaz.
Oh, fucking
Anyway, so yeah, I'm acting as an intermediate to learn knowledge from Gulaman Church.
So you go inside. You see a more or less a robot standing at the podium, inactive. You see people are examining it and seems to be like, you know, taking measurements.
Sam just finds everything to complain about.
I look for somebody that doesn't look busy. That they're more of one of the preachers or priests. Hello?
Sorry, what?
I look around for a priest or someone that isn't examining the construct.
Okay, so you see a tiefling, male, pretty built, and you walk up to him.
Excuse me, I seem to be in a bit of predicament.
Stares at you.
I was hoping that someone here would have knowledge.
Nudges his head forward towards the people measuring the robot.
They looked busy and I didn't feel like I should disturb them.
Nods his head.
Yes, I shouldn't disturb them.
Nods his head again.
Great. Alright, I try to find someone else then.
Make a
please.
Yeah, talking one, right? So make a charisma check.
Yeah, please. AFK.
Oh, okay. So back to Ninja then. Because Kaz, you're not there, right? But so Ninja. So, you walk into this room, right? That you assume that you're gonna clean with the other girls. Aldor, mute your mic at least.
Sorry.
So you walk into this room with that you'll be cleaning with the other girls. You go inside, and this is by far the dirtiest room you've ever seen. Sheets being thrown on the floor, dirt everywhere on the walls. I think it reeks of body odor. In the middle of the room, there's a large circular bed with a large mirror parallel on the ceiling. And on that bed, you see one little goblin and 5 other girls of different colors hair. One's an elf, one's a human, one's a gnome, the other one's a goblin. And he looks at all of you and he goes,
Oh, good. The cleaning crew has arrived. Yes, you go on, ladies. Clean as much as you can. Don't mind us.
and then they just all bow. Yes, sir, Lyceum. And then Mirai is like trying to like gesture you to bow.
I incline my head, I like bow how? I don't know how they're bowing.
Yeah. So you just do like a poorly done one.
Sure.
Bow, just fucking bow.
Okay, so they take out their
Bow wow.
Yep, so they take out the brooms, they take out the mops, they take out everything, and Mirai is cleaning exactly right next to you, and she's like, I honestly don't know how to get you out at this point.
Well, I did my best, but these girls would just not leave me alone.
It's fine, I have a way to get out later. I just need to know. I need to know the way.
I need more time, damn it. I need more time.
Look, there's a bunch of people in the lobby, right? You have to sneak past those guys. Or girls, sorry. Otherwise, it's that window that you guys came through.
Which way's easier?
And then she points that way. But you can't just leave now. And then you hear,
Mirai, are you talking again?
like, oh, sorry, Lyceum. Yeah, I was helping the new girl.
New girl?
Oh shit.
I don't remember.
And then he stands up, and he is fully nude. It looks like he has a third leg.
Alright guys, come on. He's a goblin. He's like, what, a foot tall? I mean...
He's 2 feet.
That makes sense.
He's 2 feet, but yeah.
2 feet? He's tiny ass bitch.
Who are you? Oh, your skin is impeccable, and your hair... Oh, I have to get a close look.
And he starts like, he slowly waddles off the bed, climbs down the bed, and then runs on over to closer examine you.
Oh, dear God, you are beautiful.
That's what I tell everyone. Nobody believes me.
I don't remember hiring you, but you...
It was, you were distracted.
You were drunk?
What? Sorry, I missed that.
I think he said you were drunk.
Oh.
That would explain a lot. Did I touch you in any way?
Jesus.
Yeah, so now you owe restorations.
Can I just stare at the ground?
Oh, there's no need to be embarrassed. We don't kink shame here.
He takes a nice whiff of your scent.
Jesus.
and then Mira is like, Sir Lyceum, that's really unpleasant. She's new, and you know you're making her a bit uncomfortable.
Oh, I'm so sorry. When someone comes into my home with impeccable sense of color, I kind of lose myself.
What the fuck is wrong with this guy, man? I like honestly at this point I'm just kind of like just standing there. There's nothing really for me to do. Like, I mean, this guy's smelling me. You know what am I supposed to do?
Offer to bet him.
and he starts circling around you. It's like,
Oh no, they got the fabric wrong. Oh, this does not compare to your skin. Oh, I will get you a new wardrobe. This is the ladies, and he starts snapping his fingers, and the women from the bed stand up, and they also are fully nude. Get this one a new clothing that matches her skin and her hair. Oh, you're gonna look beautiful in a moment.
Alright, I'm down.
And then Mira is just looking at you like, leave! No! But Play, what are you doing at this point?
I am waiting outside the window for Ninja to return.
Fucker.
But yeah.
But at this point, I'm like wondering like where the fuck is he?
Yep. And then and this. Huh? She. Where is she? So Lyceum then notices Memory like, oh, you've got a pet.
You said he was adorable when you first saw him.
Does he play well with others?
If you're nice to him, he might be okay. He's more just for me. Is a comfort pet.
Oh, he's for you. Oh wow. I never thought you could just summon a dragon and just use it for yourself. Oh, you are intriguing.
Yeah.
What was your name?
It's definitely just, you know, Cashmere.
Cashmere. You know, there's something very adorable about you. Your tail waggles ever so slightly when you lie.
The fuck? Fuck you staring at my ass for, bitch. It's just growing up, my name was kept to myself a lot. I wasn't allowed to tell other people, so I had to make up other names so that nobody would know my real name.
Okay.
Cough.
It would be very nice to name you.
Go for it.
Name or name?
Name, N-A-M-E. Jeez.
Okay.
What is wrong with you?
We don't kink shame here.
Well, let me introduce myself once more. My name is Hugh Lyceum. Great pleasure to meet you.
Yes, Hugh Lyceum. H-U-E Lyceum.
Got it, like Hugh. Got it.
Mm-hmm.
Wait.
Well, basically, he's the Hugh Hefner of goblins.
Oh.
Wow.
Aldor, are you able to do your part now?
I would take that as a no.
Aren't I supposed to go on my little quest thing to get my clothes?
No, the girls that he summons are going to go get it for you.
Oh. So I don't actually have to go with them, they just automatically know my body size? That's nice.
So Aldor, are you okay to do your part now, or
I rolled.
what was the rolling for?
Charisma check, was it?
Oh yeah, okay. So now we're going back to Aldor. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So you find someone familiar. This gnomish person. You've asked about him in the very beginning of this, pretty much of this campaign, and he gave you directions to this household or this church, and he's like, oh wait, I remember you. Yeah. You asked about this church. I'm so happy that you joined.
Well, it's not that I'm joining, I'm actually looking for information. You see, I have a friend. They're in quite a predicament, and I just don't know how to fix it.
Why am
it's just one of those, and I don't know how to
Hello?
fix it. That's how I heard it. But yeah, now we hear you fine now. But
Okay.
But he goes, oh, well, what's the problem? Are they in need of armaments or?
Well, hold on one sec.
I'm not sure what happened to them. The last time I saw them, they seemed to be so full of life, so happy, so joyful, but now it just seems like they've had the soul sucked out of them, and they don't do anything.
Was it one of those Zyzel members?
Oh, that's where the first people who took her in is what happens, but I thought she was dead in a sense, so it would mean.
Is everybody else hearing him, or?
Yeah.
They're kind of just discreetly talking.
Oh.
And Kaz, you're not there because reasons.
Yeah, they recognize you.
I can't. Hang on. Let me leave and rejoin. Maybe it's on my end.
Okay.
It just seemed proper to leave her with them. I'm sure they would take care of her body.
Those Zyzel members. They found new ways to just rip the soul out of people, you know? It's not right. Those souls belong to their homes, their bodies. That's the reason why Groliam created such bodies to contain such a powerful soul.
So would it be possible if there were some text here to explain how to put the soul back into the body, or give a body the soul?
We have to do some information about that. Only the elders know how to properly put a soul back into a body, but maybe we could find something on our own. I know it's a bit dangerous to do, but having the knowledge is better than, being nothing.
At best, if this doesn't work, I can at least see her body to a proper burial.
Yes, indeed. And then follow me. He leads you to a small bookcase, roughly about like 3 feet high, and it seems to be the only bookcase within this church. And then he just starts pulling books and like starts reading, and then no, not here. No.
And
yeah, if you want, you can roll too.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and assist in information gathering. Would that be a religion?
This one would be yeah, actually, religion. Oh. Whoa! Fucking baller. So
Yeah.
So most of the things you're reading, Dwarvish. Shit, I can't read Dwarvish. More Dwarvish.
Oh.
Common? Okay, at least there's some. No, this is nothing. Celestial. Oh, and you start reading it.
Oh, yes. I have that language.
Yeah. So you start reading it. So now that you found something interesting. I want you to make a quick intelligence check to see how much you gather. So another plus zero. Another plus zero.
Yeah. Kill me.
So you start reading, right? And you're just looking for a soul, but there's nothing saying anything about a soul. And you're about to toss it away and just put it back, and it's like, and then the gnomish man stops you, says, "Wait, can you read this?"
Yes.
Oh, that's great. That's great.
What if I read it to you and we put our heads together and try to find something?
Well, the thing is that only the elders can read these, and they haven't taught anyone else how to read them. So it's really great that you can, and we can't just necessarily steal the book from the church. We can't leave this bookshelf.
Of course, we'll just stay here. It'll take some time, but I'm sure we can find something.
Yes. Oh, let me get some paper and ink. And
Okay.
he dashes off, runs back, comes back. Okay. And then since you got a natural one, I'm just gonna roll for him. Okay. And he starts he starts taking down notes, and he's like, "Oh man, you know what you're saying is very interesting." And you're just kind of blabbering whatever you can.
I don't
You're-
understand any of this, but okay.
Yeah, and he's like, "I think there's a pattern here somewhere, but we gotta look at it later." Oh, the prayer is almost done. We have to get back.
Oh, okay. So I'll go ahead and shelf the book.
And then he will hand you the piece of paper, and he's like, "I won't have time for this, but at least you can try to decipher it when you can."
Okay. Could we possibly meet again tomorrow if I don't make much sense of this?
I'm going out. The king has summoned me, and I'm supposed to go meet him, and he promised me a great adventure.
No, of course. No. I'm sorry we won't get a chance to meet again soon.
And good luck to you.
Yes, thank you. Thank you very much.
All right, so you leave. So Ninja.
Okay, so
Ninja.
Yeah.
After getting thoroughly examined, the women come back with this really elegant white dress. Almost looks like a wedding dress, but not necessarily. Yeah, and they tell you to put it on, and I'm assuming that you do.
Right there.
Yep.
Right in front of him.
Yep.
Nice. All right.
So you do it, and then
Yeah.
he Lyceum looks at you like, "Yes, good. Oh, perfect. I'm so happy you're here with me." And then Mirai, while she's cleaning, trips, and her bandage from her hand falls off, and her blood flows on, or she slides her hand down the dress and gets blood on it.
Fucking rip.
And she says, "Oh, I'm so sorry." And then Lycium's like, "No! Mirai, why have you tainted such a beautiful creature?" And Amira's like, Sir, please, just let me get her to the room. I'll clean it the best of I can, and I'll make sure everything is fine." "Yes, you are in trouble for this. You do it." Yes, sir, Lycium. Come on now. And then she pulls you out, and then slams the door behind you. "You can keep the dress now. Get the fuck out."
But it's got blood on it, man.
Well,
Said you were gonna clean it.
this is so unpleasant. I am literally sticking my neck out for you.
Okay, but where's the
There's another window.
Where's my stuff?
It's in the other room.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm so sorry.
That's where I need to go. I need that.
Oh wait, I have my own. And then she hands you studded leather armor.
The fuck?
Yeah.
But like, all my shit.
Oh, your backpack is there. If that's what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, your backpack's there.
I have all my stuff though.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Alright, peace. Put on my invisibility cloak and I get the fuck out.
Okay, finally, you get the fuck out.
Yeah, I go out the front.
You got the front door? Alright, make a perception check, Plague.
Alright.
All right. So you see a woman walking in through the front door, but then the door closes on its own.
Huh. Do I see? Can I make out any details of this woman?
Nope. The woman that walked in had black hair, green eyes, human, roughly around like 26.
26, and I don't recognize her at all.
Nope.
A very specific age.
26, interesting. I pay no mind to it.
Yeah, but the door closed by itself, and there's still no sign of Ninja.
Naturally, I go to investigate.
So you're gonna go down to the front door?
Yes.
Alright, so Ninja, what are you doing after you leave the house?
I don't know, man. I'm back to the fucking, what you call it?
Iron Maiden?
I don't know where the religion district is or where they are in the religion district and all that jazz. So.
Well, you do know where the religion district is.
Well, but I don't know where they are, and I don't really feel like looking for them, and I've just been violated in many ways. So I'm gonna go take a bath and then relax and cuddle my dragon.
Okay.
Rock back and forth slowly.
Okay, so Plague. Plague. You get down to the front door. You're still skulking around, but from where you're standing, make an investigation check.
Investigation. All right. I'll be right back.
No, /R. /R.
Oh, okay.
Oh, there we go. There we go. Damn. Holy shit. Oh, here it is. You smell something familiar, something interesting.
I can't decipher what it is that
No,
I smell.
I was building it up. I was building it up. Something interesting, something familiar. Yes. Mirai's blood. Someone left with Mirai's blood.
I immediately follow this perpetrator.
And you walk, and it leads you to the Iron Maiden. Leads you up the stairs into a room. The room is locked.
I bang on the door.
The fuck you want?
What have you done?
It's my voice, you know me.
I know it's you, but you have the blood.
I'm in the bath, leave me alone.
I start trying to kick down the door.
Make a strength check.
Okay.
Yeah, you're gonna have to pay for that.
Thieves' tools.
Nope. He's mad. He's fucking swinging. The door starts to bend a bit.
It doesn't completely break down.
You can see into the room, but it's not broken all the way yet.
What do I see? Can I see anything?
You see clothing on the floor.
What are you doing with that?
It's mine.
I don't know who you are anymore. I immediately just use my thieves' tools to try to shimmy the lock undone.
Leave me
Okay.
the fuck alone, you abandoned me in that fucking mansion with the fucking freak of a goblin.
Just roll.
Smelling me and shit. I got blood and shit on my fucking clothes so I could get out of there, and then you fucking, you just abandoned me. I don't even know where the fuck you are.
Open the
Come back
door
here to
and
take a
face me.
bath.
Wait, what is happening?
Face me, you coward!
I like how Kaz always leave when nothing's happening and always comes back when something is happening.
Literally nothing thing was happening. He's like, well, I'm gonna go back and take a bath and cry. And I'm like, okay, well, I'm just gonna go use the bathroom. And I come back and now you just yell at him.
So make a sleight of hand check, Plague.
Okay, sleight of hand. Do I get to add my proficiency bonus?
I would. No, actually, I would say with advantage since you're proficient with these tools.
Okay.
Yeah. So roll twice, pick the bigger one.
19.
All right. No, 20.
20? Oh.
Yeah. 15 plus 5 is 20.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah. So you shimmy the lock, and like you're still in this rage, so you start like shimmering it even more, and it gets loose, and you just, bah! You kick the door open, and you see in front of you, more or less a naked tiefling under some bubbles.
Why do you have her blood?
Get the fuck out! Fucking Eldritch blast his face.
Okay, make an attack roll.
I pull
Make
out.
an attack roll. Make an attack roll.
Yeah,
Does he get advantage because he's not prepared for it?
You're stuck in
Okay,
the story.
so okay.
He gets disadvantage because he's in.
Yeah. So it's a neutral roll. It's just a single roll because advantage because you weren't prepared for it. Disadvantage because you're in an awkward situation. So yeah. So just roll a d20 plus 7.
Sounds like someone needs a phone charger. Oh, what?
Oh, what the fuck?
Oh my god. So
wait, you said damage, not.
not a roll for attack.
Oh, whatever.
Yeah.
I don't care.
So as you kick open a door, you're yelling at him. This
It was a warning shot.
yeah, this wailing force just flies by your head, just boom, and smacks the wall behind you.
We're not going to be able to stay in this inn much longer.
I pull out both my daggers and I'm like, you will pay for that, and I attack with both my daggers.
Pay for fucking what?
Okay, so roll with.
For insolence.
So roll for both attacks with advantage. Okay, a 19.
Okay, 19.
Mhm.
Wait, plus 5.
Yeah, so 24. Yeah, that hits. That's
the
what.
first attack.
Yeah, that was the
Alright.
first attack. Second attack does not get the plus 5.
Okay.
Does it not get the plus 5? Oh. Does
Yeah.
it not get the plus 5 since he doesn't have extra attack?
Yeah, yeah. So, roll 1d4 and 2d6.
Let's see. Nope, can't make him on. Yeah, you could.
And then
you
I
could potentially
add
knock
plus
him
5,
out.
right?
Plus 3.
Plus 3.
Yeah,
But
but
I'm pro-
plus 10 and what? What the fuck is that? Oh, 2d20.
But I'm proficient. Doesn't that mean 5?
No, you're proficient to attack, but the damage that you deal is not with proficiency.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So 1d4 plus 3, 2d6. Mm-hmm. Oh no, /R.
I lied. You can put ninja at 1 HP.
Oh my god. 16 damage. As this dagger just sinks into your chest. This human raging at you for some apparent reason. Something about your smell.
Oh no. Alright, fuck him. Okay,
You can do Hellish Rebuke.
on his ass.
You could do Hellish Rebuke as a reaction.
And then after that, I'm like, as a bonus action, I dash outside of the
No,
bedroom.
as
you don't.
Hellish Rebuke.
No, you're
Hold on.
pissed at me.
Hold on. Hellish Rebuke, as a reaction, as soon as Ninja gets hit, can counter you. So before you can even decide to run away, he can counter you. So if you want a Hellish Rebuke, you Hellish Rebuke.
I'm Hellish Rebuking it.
Okay.
So,
Now, Plague, make a Dexterity saving throw.
Alright.
And roll 3d6, Ninja. Or 3d10, sorry, 3d10.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
What is this madness?
Oh, shit.
We're screwed.
There comes that 30. Come on.
Hang on, I'm working on it.
What's
This doesn't
Plague's
get my
max HP?
attack modifier, does it?
No, it does not. It's just 3d10. Just 3d10.
You said 24?
34.
30.
Alright, yeah, sorry.
Ooh.
Lol.
So as soon as you sink that dagger into her chest, she screams in pain, and the water in the tub starts bubbling, and then this white fire radiates from her skin, just burns you.
What the fuck is wrong with you two?
And then you dash away.
Yes, I dash away.
Okay, so Ninja, what do you do?
Hang on, I was there.
Well, that's my what's it called, my bonus action to dash away.
Yeah. Your action was your movement, you ran in, action, attack, bonus action, fuck you.
Kill him.
Oh my god.
Your friends.
During the fight intermission, I'm like, why do you have Mirai's blood on your clothes?
Oh, sure. Fuck you. Now you ask.
No, don't give him an answer. Murder him.
Hang on. There was something I read, and now I have to figure out what it was because it's bothering me.
While he is reading his tomes, I will go in for another attack.
No. While he's reading, I'll tell Kaz what happened. So Kaz, Mirai, the girl that was attached to Plague in some way, shape, or form.
Well, I know that she like spilled blood on the fucking ninjas.
Yeah. So afterwards, she put the invisibility cloak, went home, right? So Plague, saw a girl go into the Lyceum house, but the door closed on its own. So he found that to be kind of interesting. He didn't know where Ninja was, so he went down there and investigated. Rolled a natural 20, and smelled Mirai's blood. And he followed it all the way back to Ninja, who was taking a bath.
Jesus Christ! What the fuck, dude?
It's not like I was trying to smell her blood. It's just
Apparently you rolled a natural 20. You're just like, oh, I smell it.
This
like
is
a fucking bloodhound. Goddamn.
This is fucking stupid. I swear.
He smelled the blood.
Hold on, Marco. I got something for this.
Yeah, Alvin. There was something I read, I don't remember what it was, but basically it was like instead of, whenever you cast a spell, if you roll a 1, you can use 2 instead. I forget what it was, though.
For Warlock?
Yeah, I think it was one of the feats, but I can't find it now.
Well, that's a feat. Yours just...
Yeah, but like, I was wondering if that was the one that I chose, but I can't,
No.
but, it's not on there, but then I can't find the one that I was reading, so it's whatever.
Yeah, no problem.
Anyways, so what's going on again?
After stabbing you and getting burned, he backed off and said, "Why do you have Mirai's blood on you?"
I don't fight. It's on the fucking clothes. I was taking a bath because a fucking goblin touched me. It was gross.
Oh, and I say, is she okay?
Of course she's okay. It was blood from her fucking wound from earlier. The thing that she had wrapped up. God damn. Just like
I want to
bleed
check
out
to
the
see if
fucking
he's
tub.
deceiving me.
Saw the
Okay.
the shit.
Here goes that natural one play. Go for it. This is an insight.
Insight? Okay.
So you get +1. The only way you can fail is if you go to natural one. Okay. Ninja seems to be telling the truth. You do remember that blood comes from her hand non-stop, which is why she has a bandage around it.
I'll choose to
Fucking
trust you for now, Keepling.
She fucking wiped it on me, well, because you fucking abandoned me, you piece of shit. Oh my god, it hurts! Getting
Kill him.
soap in my wounds.
Murder him.
Wait, you want me to murder him? Jeez. Okay. I pick up the clothes and I smell the blood once more, and then I roll up the I roll it up and I keep it on my person.
You fucking weird,
You piece of shit.
weird bitch.
Oh my god. So you're keeping the white dress that was given to him by Lyceum.
He's fucking not. That is my fucking dress.
Are you contesting it? Are you going to shoot him again?
Why the fuck do you want my dress, man?
Immediately after he retorts with that, I use my entire movement to leave, and then I use my bonus action to dash.
Yeah,
farther away.
okay. Yeah, so you're getting the fuck out of Dodge, okay?
Yeah. Yes.
So Ninja, you have no clothing.
Why does he want my dress?
Memory.
He likes her sweet scent.
You sense from memory confusion.
No shit.
All right, so Aldor and Kaz, you guys meet back up at the
Iron Maid, or yeah, back at the
church.
of Zyzel.
Zyzel, yeah, there we go.
Alright, whatever. Really quick. I'm gonna take off here shortly, but so I'm just gonna take a rest and bandage my wounds and figure out what the fuck, contemplate what the fuck plague is.
All right.
Get my dress back, so.
All right, no problem. This was a fun session, right?
Oh yeah, no, it was great.
It was
all right, Aldor, what are you doing? Or Aldor and Kaz, what are you doing?
So I go back up to the church. I'm pretty sure Kaz is still with one of the priests from earlier. I go ahead and it's like, okay, so this is the information I found, and I handed them the notes that goblin wrote down, or gnome.
No.
That's great. I speak
Gnome
Gnomish.
wrote down.
What do I decipher the notes?
I don't actually know what it says yet, but yeah, just make an intelligence check.
Do intelligence. +2. Wait, what happened? My keyboard unplugged. There we go.
It's kind of vague. You don't actually quite understand what they're trying to say here. Basically, from what you can understand, it says to return a soul, you must be able to make a soul.
What if I have a soul on hand though?
Did you make it?
I didn't. Well, I took it.
Yeah, but you didn't make it.
I did not.
So we might be SOL there, but there could perhaps be a way if we call it a session and
Just so you guys can just sit on it for now.
yeah.
To make a soul, to return a soul, you must be able to make a soul.
That is the price of equivalent exchange.
All right.
I don't think you got that quote right.
No,
Sometimes.